Joining me in the studio, Sarah Hewson, TalkTV's royal editor. Good to see you.
And you,
I think
Vanessa.
most people will agree she deserves a holiday. She's really been stepping into the breach and she's really been holding the fort with quite a lot of energy, and it's taken up lots of her time, hasn't it?
Yes, and she has been, as you say, holding the fort for the royal family since the King's cancer diagnosis, and with the Princess of Wales off duty, and of course last week Prince William being unavailable at the last minute for that memorial service for his godfather. She has had to step up, carrying out her own engagements, but also those on behalf of the King, and ones where she should have just been accompanying him. She has been the most senior royal on duty. So now she's taking a break. She's got no engagements in the diary this week. We don't officially know what she's doing, although it's been reported that she's going to have a few days in the sunshine.
Oh, nice.
And also likely to be spending time with her family. She loves to escape to Mill House in Wiltshire. That's her sanctuary. That's where her children and grandchildren can feel at home and can come to. So I certainly imagine there'll be some time there as well. But this is all done with the blessing of the King. We understand, put in her annual leave request and it was approved. She will be back to work next Monday.
Yes, and while she's away, Prince Edward is stepping up. We're hearing suddenly a lot about him. We haven't heard much about Edward and Sophie recently.
No, they were away last week,
right.
And that's why we ended up with this rather uncomfortable image of Prince Andrew leading the family into church.
Yes.
The Edinburghs are back now, and they will be on duty this week, as will Princess Anne and as will Prince William. Prince Edward is going to be marking his 60th birthday at the weekend, but we're expecting to see them. There's a couple of investitures at Windsor Castle this week that we expect to see carried out, and other engagements by members of the royal family, but no Camilla while she takes a few days off.
I'd be interested, wouldn't you, to do a story on Princess Anne taking a week off in the sun? Never takes a minute off, does she?
No, she doesn't. She really doesn't. I mean, she very much is like her late father, and duty and just getting on with it, no nonsense. Looking at her coming down the steps of a plane, I think that was on a trip. I'm not sure where that was. Was that her recent trip that she took, where she goes and
carried her own case?
She carried. Well, she went to Australia and she
yeah.
carried her own suitcase and carried out multiple engagements, for example. So yes, she is certainly no nonsense.
And the King is scheduled, and I think lots of people feel very reassured and very pleased to hear this, to make a trip to Australia, and arrangements are going ahead.
Yes, I mean, on the subject of reassurance, I suppose we should take some positives from the fact that Camilla feels it's OK to go away at the moment.
Yeah.
Yes, now, there is a big, in terms of what's planned for them, on Monday, it's the Commonwealth Day ceremony at Westminster Abbey. The King's not going to be there, but he's recorded a video message for it. Camilla will be there. June is the 80th anniversary of D-Day. You would normally expect the King to be playing a big role in that. We don't know yet. The next big one is the autumn, the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Samoa, which he's due to attend, and then a trip to Australia and New Zealand, a really significant and important visit. Plans are still being put in place for that visit as if it's going ahead, but obviously a decision on that not being made until much closer to the time when they know just how he's responding to his treatment.
So then you just wonder whether there's a lot being read into this that isn't quite ready to be read into it yet.
Yeah, I suppose anyone going through cancer treatment, and he's pretty early in that process. It's only a month, actually, since his cancer diagnosis was announced. So he's only a month into whatever treatment he's having. We're assuming chemotherapy. It's really too early to say how that is going. And I suppose they all just have to wait and see. But with these royal visits, the plans need to be put in place months and months in advance, so they have to carry on, and then they'll have to adjust as and when. But we do know, we've been told by the Prince and Princess of Wales's team, that they won't be carrying out any overseas work for the considerable future.
And I think one of the interesting things is that you are going to be coming back in the second hour of this programme, Sarah, and we will be discussing, among other things, the fact that the Princess of Wales' Uncle Gary is going into the Big Brother house this evening, we believe.
The black sheep of the Middleton family. Yes, Carol Middleton's younger brother, Gary Goldsmith, the owner of the infamously titled Maison de Bang Bang.
You were dying to say that, you
were.
Otherwise I'd have said it.
I just got in there first, Vanessa. He is rumoured to be entering the celebrity Big Brother household.